Hi, I'm Amy with One Mommy Scrapping and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be telling you about the 10 top things that I used in October 2020. Let's get started. So first up today are 6x8 albums. Now this seems kind of like a funny thing to have because 6x8 albums have been around for a while, but it finally dawned on me to start using these to organize stuff. So this 6x8, I have all my little citrus twist stamps in it, all in individual little pockets, which makes it so easier to flip through. I used to put them on a ring. I never use them. I have used them so much more now, and it's nice to have them all in one spot. I also use, oh, it's over here. I also use this album. This is a Project Life 6x8 album. It is a little bit bigger size-wise, but the spine is still the same. This one I am using the larger pockets, the 6x8 pages, to hold my stencils. So again, I have everything there, easy to get to. The bonus with this is if you have an Ollie's near you, stop by. I found these at Ollie's for $1.99 each, so totally making it an awesome item to start off our October list. For number 9 is an item that is a bit of a surprise for me. I didn't think I'd like it as much as I do, and that is this pair of scissors from Tonic Studios. It's by Tim Holtz, the 9.5-inch serrated ones. And first of all, I just say taking this off is like drawing a sword out of its sheath. But it's really nice. These are these serrated edges, which makes it very sharp. They're also made or coated, I guess, with something not to make them non-stick. This is what I like to use to cut my double-sided tape or my foam tape, something that has the potential of being a little more difficult. I have found, though, the serrated edge on some of my other pairs of the Tim Holtz scissors really give the paper I'm cutting a serrated edge to it. Like, it's not a very clean cut. This one doesn't do that as much. So I don't know what kind of magic is in this pair, but I really do like these. October's number 8 is something that has been around for a while, but something I'm finally getting to work for me, and that's these blending brushes. Now, I cannot afford the picket fence ones. I would love to. These are just the cheap ones from Amazon. I think it was like $13 for the, I don't know, however many came in there. It was the big pack of 10, I guess. These I struggled with using, and it's not any fault, but it's just the fact that you only get a couple of them that are actually large enough to use for your stencils, and so I was constantly having to clean it off. One day on Amazon, I was suggested to use these colorful ones. These are also the cheap ones from Amazon. I got 2 different 5-packs and ended up with 10 colors. Now I've got, of course, the dedicated blue and the dedicated orange and the dedicated green and so on and so forth, which makes it really easy for cleanup because I don't have to worry if it's completely clean. Usually I only even clean it off as if I'm going from a darker color to a lighter color. I'll try to get some of the color off. But aside from that, forget it. These things are awesome and have changed my ink blending. NumberSeven's tool is one I have something similar with already here, but I went ahead and picked it up when it was on sale, and that is, again, Tonic Studios, Tim Holtz. And this is what I call a pokey tool. Can't even see it unless it's like right in front of my face. That looks great. It has this nice, there we go, retractable pick. And I have my excuse me for that noise. I have my brad setter here, which has this end on it. But this lid I am constantly misplacing. So having my pokey tool, officially called a retractable craft pick, I had to look that up. Having this makes it really easy, one-handed to use, and then I never have to worry about setting it down and having that point exposed to where I might stab myself with it, because that's happened more than once. So shh, don't tell anybody. Number 6's item is one that's not very exciting. It goes along with the ink applicator that I use all the time to ink all of my papers, and that are the refills. This big pack of 48 refills was only $20 on Amazon, and I go through these quite a bit and quite quickly because I ink almost every single layout. I ink all the pattern paper, and you guys have seen me, you know how much I love my pattern paper. So these eventually will break down, and as I'm inking, little bits of the black foam will come off onto my layout, and if I don't notice it, I have on more than one occasion like moved my hand and caught that little bit of foam and then accidentally put an ink line on my layout. Like I said, more than once. So having a large pack that I can easily switch out as soon as I notice that it's breaking down, because before I was like, oh, I've got to go out to Michael's, I got to pick this up, and they're expensive. Like, I don't know. These awesome price. I'll have a link. If you like ink blending with the rectangular tool, go for this. If you're enjoying this video, I would love if you would click the subscribe button and hit the bell so you're notified whenever I upload new videos or go live for my Happy Scrappy Hour, which happens once a week. Let's continue on to number 5. Number 5 are these Pigma Micron pens, which seems like so basic. And if you'll notice, there's a lot of very basic stuff on this list. Things that are essentials, I guess. I went looking for navy ink. I like to write mostly in black. Like 99% of this is in black. Why I have all these over here is beyond me, because I don't really use them. I just want a black pen. Well, sometimes I want a navy pen, and I could only find like a brighter blue, and someone suggested to look for the Pigma Micron in blue black. I think that's what the color is. It's either blue black or black blue. It's not on here anymore, if it even was at one point. But I got this, and this is a gorgeous dark navy blue. Then when I was looking for a new pen to use with my Erin Condren planner, I was like, oh, I really like that blue one. Do they have it in black and the tips I want? And yes, they do. I actually think I got a 5-pack of these in the 05 tip size, and amazing. Like, I'm using them for everything. I use them for planning. I use them for scrapbooking. I use them to write notes and make my grocery list. It's a really nice pen and has a nice feel to it. So number 4's item is probably a little surprising for this type of it is, but it's going to be from my rack of Nuvo drops over here. And it is a Nuvo crystal drop, but it's a metallic one, which those tend to be ones I don't quite use as much as the crystal drops in the gloss finish. This particular color is called Dirty Bronze. So not just a metallic drop, which is a big enough shock, I think, for me, but it's a brown one. There is something about this brown when I use it on a layout, the way it domes reminds me of the gloss drops. Like, I have had zero issue with this forming a nice dome on the layouts. And the metallic in it kind of gives it a little bit of extra added depth. I know that sounds really silly for such a tiny little embellishment, but it's really nice. And this fall, this has been one of my favorites to use on layouts. I like to mix it with a couple of the other metallics, metallic gloss drops in the collection. And it's been awesome. So if you have not picked up Dirty Bronze yet, do so. You won't regret it. So far, everything I've showed you on this list has a practical purpose. Number 3 is not practical. Number 3 is not going to make you a better crafter. But number 3 is something that makes me happy. And those are pins by the Gray Muse. I absolutely love enamel pins. Doodlebug got me started in it. I have a pin board over there. And somewhere along the way, Instagram or Facebook or someone targeted me with an ad for the Gray Muse. And I fell in love. These are some of her newer ones. She does things that are not crafty related, but she also does crafting related pins. Like here, I've got washi tape. Ready for this one? The Rascog cart. Oh my gosh, I was so excited to get this. One that I just picked up from her is this color wheel. And what's so cool, how big it is. She's got two pins on the back, but it moves. Like, you can actually use it as a honest to goodness color wheel. It is phenomenal. Some of my favorite pins from her, though, are not even ones that are craft related or interactive, but she has, I can't remember what she calls them, but they're great reminders. Like this one that I just got in the mail says, "You will be too much for some people. Those aren't your people." And you know what? That pin resonated with me, especially with this particular year. I've really noticed a change in dynamics with some of the people that I interact with, and some have been for the better and some have not. And I've decided, though, I really need to remind myself of this. I need to remind myself that if they don't like me for me, then then they're not really worth it. They're not my people. She also has some stickers and some stamps up there. She will send stickers sometimes, like little freebie sticker in the package when you order. She's got a new collection coming out very soon for the holidays, and I'm like dying over that. I'm like, I need this one and this one and that one. She does, I'm going to pull my little sticker down. So I have this little sticker. I have this as a pin also. This, I think, was this is a pin, was one of the first things I bought from her. And it says, there are people less qualified than you doing the things you want to do simply because they decide to believe in themselves. And that's been a big reminder, because there's a lot I want to do here in my channel, in my brand, and I need to remind myself that I am just as capable of doing this as some of the other people out there. They're just ahead of me because they're actually following through with their dreams. I'm a little nervous about following my dreams at times, so that's something I'm working on. And you're going to see some changes coming up in this channel, I think. Hopefully for the better. I hope you like them. But they're ways that I want to put more of my authentic self into this. All right, we're down to the last two things. And I'm betting you probably know what one of them are if you've been watching my channel and watching my lives especially. And that's foam tape. And this is not just foam tape. This is foam tape from scrapbook.com. I actually bought a 3-pack. They have a number of different widths. I think the 1/2 inch is the only width I don't have. But I have the 1/4 inch, the 1 inch, and the 2 inch. And I've actually already bought a second set of all these. They're in my little cabinet out in the hall to replenish when I run out of this. I didn't buy a roll of foam tape. No, I can't talk. I didn't buy a roll of foam tape until I started card making. And then I got one of the big, huge rolls. I couldn't afford the 3M kind. So I got a cheaper one. And oh my gosh. I mean, it was fine. It worked. But it was very spongy and soft. And then I picked this up from scrapbook.com. And it was like angels singing. Oh, the heavens parted and the rays of sun came down. This is amazing. Like, I love this 2-inch stuff. This is just like, I don't have to, like, with the thinner stuff, I know, obviously it's a little of this. It's like if I want to go and raise up my photos, and usually I have, two, so we're talking about a 6x8 area. I've got so much of this that I have to use. Having to cut just 2 short end pieces of the 2-inch has been weirdly really cool to me. And I love this stuff because I can easily cut it for even my smallest little die cuts. I have not picked up foam squares or foam dots, pop dots, in probably in almost a year. That's how much these things have changed how I scrapbook. Absolutely love it. If you have not tried the foam tape from scrapbook.com, order some. If you're unsure and you just want to try one, I would go with the 1 inch. Because this is very versatile. You can still cut it into thin strips, but it's wide. I did not think the 2-inch wide foam tape would be the one that I actually use the most, but it is. Totally worth it. Highly, highly, highly recommend the scrapbook.com adhesive foam tape. Now we're down to my top favorite of October 2020, and I'm really shocked that I have enjoyed this as much as I have. It has exploded in my craft room, and that is my Happy Planner. Oh my goodness, this has been huge for me. I'm an Erin Condren girl, which if you don't know Erin Condren, she has the coil spiral binding, and this is disc. I'm going to do an entire video as to what this has actually done for me in changing it, but I love it. I absolutely love it. I love in particular about this one is, there we go, how neutral it is. This has been huge for me, and being able to take all the stickers that I have and actually use them in something, bright and colorful. Perfect. And look at this cover. This cover says, define your passion, nurture your creativity, and take hold of your dreams. Live a happy life. And this is, I love that message on the front. I really do. I actually bought the book that the owner of the Happy Planner wrote. And it's a good book. I've been enjoying it. So This has been my number one favorite thing for the month of October. I'm going to start doing some planner videos on my channel, so I hope you'll check those out. I'm going to do some plan with me's and talk about my planner plans, my planner plans for 2021, because we all need good plans coming up for 2021. 2020 has been a bust. Let's just end it now, and we'll just vote that 2020 or 2021 has 14 months. Can we just take the rest of November and December and tack it on to 2021? Because I'm going to explain too in that planner video why in a year where I am stuck at home, I have actually expanded and started using more planners than ever before. So stay tuned for that. Let me know down below, what is your favorite item from October that I just showed you guys? Is there something that you think I missed out on and I should try for November? Let me know. I can't wait to hear your comments. And if you like this, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I will see you guys later. Have a lovely day.